What should Nintendo's next console be?
And what is the worst movie reboot?
Let's find out.
Hello everybody and welcome to geekmix, where we talk about movies, games and TV. I'm Austin.
And I'm Samuel.
And thank you for watching. It means a lot to us. We've got a lot of cool topics that we're here to talk about.
Yes.
We've got pitch Nintendo's next console, best gaming bundle, worst movie reboot, and so much more. I'm excited.
Yes, I'm pumped.
Got a lot of cool stuff that we've got to talk about. So yeah, it's really exciting. First podcast. Sorry if it is not absolutely great, but we'll work on it. Before we go any further though, we'd like to say hello to fact checker / director / producer Bailey Morgan.
Hey, how are we?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm alright.
Are you ready to do some hard fact checking?
Sure.
Alright. So, Sam, are you ready?
Who starts? Yeah. I'm
You can go first, dude. The first
you go
topic
first.
is
Cool.
pitch Nintendo's next console.
Sweet. Right. So my first marketing idea, right? So what I want to do is all games before GameCube and downwards on the eShop, completely free.
Completely free.
Completely free on that console.
Cool.
And yeah. So I reckon that will get people into buying it.
Yeah?
What do you think?
It's good because, like you said, it's getting all those new players into old stuff.
Yes.
Does it have any new features?
New features. Yes. We'll have 2 color schemes, black and white.
Sweet. That's a good colour scheme.
And updatable digital wallpaper. You know, like Nintendo 3DS themes.
No. What is that?
So with the 3DS, they have themes, and it changes everything about the menu, like the buttons, the sounds, and
Alright, yeah.
they have like cool background. So like
Okay.
basically a wallpaper,
Sweet.
but with yeah.
Okay, so you can pretty much, it's just like a customizable type thing.
Yeah,
That's
yeah.
cool,
So
I like
I was thinking you could upload wallpapers, like upload your own photos, or
Sweet.
maybe people could make their own customized ones, and Nintendo could Nintendo could make their own. And,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like that idea. Anything else?
You could keep the gamepad,
The Wii U
the
gamepad?
Wii U gamepad,
Okay.
except make it optional, so the games don't require it. No games require it, and yeah, it's just a little optional thing.
Okay.
You can have like a little map when you're looking down, and
That's cool. I like that.
yeah.
Do you have a name for this?
I do not have a name.
That's okay.
was-
I see. Thank you, Bailey. Wow.
Yes, the themes. Yep.
Is that all you got to say about it?
I did have an idea.
Okay.
It was, like in the shower this morning, I had this idea. I don't have it
In the shower.
I don't have it written down at all. So there's this MMO in Japan called Monster Hunter Frontier.
Alright.
Yes, you probably know about Monster
I
Hunter.
do know about
Monster
Michael.
Hunter.
Yeah, buddy.
And so what? Yeah, it's basically Monster Hunter, but it's an MMO. It's like exactly like Monster Hunter, but an MMO.
Okay.
And it's only in Japan. No English localization whatsoever. I was thinking Nintendo could talk to Capcom and be like, guys, we should test out our Western market and see if anyone's interested in this game. So what do you say, guys? Let's localize this game for the Wii. I was going to say Wii.
Wii U.
For the
new,
I'm just gonna
for
call
the
it
unannounced Nintendo console.
name pending.
Okay.
Let's just call it NX, Nintendo NX
Okay.
console.
Right.
And so it's like, guys, let's test the waters. Just if it does well, then you can release it for the other consoles.
Right.
Yeah. And yeah, so I reckon people would be like, oh, there's an exclusive. So keep it a secret that you want to release it to other consoles. Just release it for the NX.
Get the sales up and
Yeah. So
get
if people
it
like
popular.
it,
Yeah.
then yeah. So then, win-win, because Nintendo, they have exclusive. They have exclusivity.
Uh-huh.
If that's a word.
And,
And,
sure.
And then so then people are like, oh well, the NX has this game. No other consoles have this game. Let's get this. Let's
Okay.
get this console.
Good exclusive.
Yeah. And so then Capcom wins by testing the waters of their Western market. And yeah. So then yeah. And
Okay.
plus I win because
You win.
I love Monster Hunter.
Okay. I like that idea.
Yeah.
Alright.
Yeah.
Is that everything you have to say?
That's all I have to say.
Okay. Guys, my Nintendo console, I wouldn't call it the most original thing in the world, but it certainly is, like, I reckon it can sell a lot. I'm calling it the Nintendo Wii DS. Now, okay, hear me out here. The Nintendo Wii is the third highest selling console of all time, up to this point.
I didn't know that. That's awesome.
And the Nintendo DS is the highest selling portable console of all time. Why not combine the two? What is stopping Nintendo from, having that HD console with the Wii, but then having the DS as a controller / portable gaming system? What I want to improve on is, a lot of people are saying the Wii U is not as powerful as, say, the Xbox One and the PS4. Let's bump up the hardware. I'm not going to go into specifics. This is not my territory here. But if we can have a more powerful, a more upgraded Wii U, power-wise, and
definitely.
It's going to sell a lot more. You're going to be able to push more boundaries with it. With the DS type controller, not meaning that it's going to be the normal DS. I'm more thinking of the 3DS controller without 3D. So there's no 3D option because really, who uses the 3D?
No one really uses it. Cinematics are pretty good for 3D though.
But you'll be playing it on TV, 1080p cinematic. So you've got the thumbsticks. You've got I'm basing it on the new 3DS with the extra thumbstick on the right side. So HD 1080p on TV and just normal standard downsized version on the DS controller. And with this feature with the DS, you can play anywhere you go. So you're at home, you're playing, let's say Monster Hunter comes out on this system. Let's play it on the TV, right?
Yes.
It's HD, it's great, it's grand. Oh, what's that? We have to go to the shops an hour away. Totally unrealistic, but you take your DS with you and you're immediately playing where you've left off from the TV.
That's really awesome.
How are we going to do this though? The game comes with a disc, like the Wii games come with, and a game card to put in your DS. Somehow they will synchronize without using Wi-Fi, so you will not be having to connect to the internet for this transfer switch from different platforms.
Yep.
That's my idea. It's the Nintendo Wii DS. I think it can sell great. I believe that it will be a top-selling thing. It's combining the best of both worlds, kind of. So that's my idea.
Yeah, but here's the thing about that idea, though. What would the pricing be?
Price?
Because you have the DS and Wii combined.
Well, I'd say standard. What, you agreeing? Okay. I'm gonna say standard what, $400, $450. That's the average price of a new console these days. PS4, Xbox One. Sometimes a bit over that. Let's keep it down a notch, $400 to $450. I mean, a DS now, a 3DS, let's say 3DS, that doesn't cost you that much.
No.
That's like $180. And then all you're getting is that $320 or $200, whatever, hardware. So it's not going to cost that much. It's not out of anyone's range, and you're getting technically two consoles. So that's my idea. Yeah. That's all I got to say. Do you have anything to add, Bailey, about this conversation? Okay. You just want a normal controller. Anything else we want to say about the first topic before we wrap up and move to the next one?
Yeah, I also wanted to say, I like the Pro Controller because it's really simple. I reckon with the next console they should keep to that sort of simple design, but make it more comfortable because it's made of. It's also it's plastic because it's cheap. It's this cheap plastic, but I reckon they could make it a lot sleeker.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, that's good. That wraps it up, right? Yes.
Yeah.
We're all
pretty
done.
much, yep.
Great idea. I love the all that marketing. We gotta sell this product by having that exclusive. I like that. And both good choices, right? Yeah.
Yes.
Do you agree?
Yeah, I like the DS idea.
Okay. Well, so that's topic one out of the way. Okay, so moving on now to our second topic. I'll start this one off. What is the best gaming bundle? And by bundle, I mean it's a game sold either through Steam or on disc. The only exception to get past this is all it needs is to be more than one game.
Yes.
More than one game, and it's a bundle. So I'm going to go first, and I'm going to go with the new release, Rare Replay, for the Xbox One. And here's why. You've got 30 games in one. So it's above 2. Very much above 2.
Yeah,
You're getting
it's crazy.
30 games, half of them are full-length AAA titles. The other half are the old arcade games. So you're getting a mix of old-school arcade games, which you don't have to keep forking in coins, and then you have these full AAA title games that are full length, and you get them as well. That's pretty good for what is it, like $40? Would you say that, Bailey? 40 bucks? 50. Okay.
It's advertised for
Cool. Let's be real here. My biggest reason for choosing Rare Replay is the games, right? We've got Banjo-Kazooie, Battletoads, Conker, Perfect Dark. We have all the old arcade games as well. But the one that stands out of all of them is Banjo-Kazooie. It really made the platforming genre really popular. Like, besides those 2D side-scrolling ones like Mario and all that, this was the 3D platforming game that everyone knew back then, and it made it really popular, and it made Rare a household name for Xbox and for... Was it on Xbox? N64, thank you. Yeah, they had GoldenEye and Donkey Kong Country, but they needed that new IP, which I think Banjo-Kazooie was. And they would say that half of these games are a piece of shit. I'm going to agree with them, okay? There is a lot of decent games in here, like Perfect Dark Zero, Nuts and Bolts, most of their later works. But the thing is that I love about this is that it's showing the evolution of the company. Like, it's showing their misses, their just off-the-mark type games that didn't quite meet up to expectations. And then you have games like Banjo-Kazooie and Conker that really, made this company really popular. So it's good that you have a mix of those. It's great that they had the balls to kind of say, look, we've made some shit games, we're going to add them in anyway, just because it's the evolution of our company. It's how we've built up. So
Yeah, that makes sense.
Also, this is really great. This is more for the arcade type games like Battletoads. Battletoads in particular, they have a rewind feature. You press the left trigger on the Xbox One controller and you're going to rewind time. This is really handy when it comes to games like Battletoads, where you have those really frustrating levels. Like, when you're on this turbo tunnel thing, I could not imagine anyone doing it without using this rewind feature. I applaud the people that played this game on the arcade machine and just did it. I don't know how they did it, but it's handy that they have the rewind feature because it doesn't make you stop playing the game. You're going to rewind, you're going to do it again and again. And it doesn't, cause you any consequences. You're not going to lose any points, you're not going to do anything. It's just, hey, we know that this is ridiculously hard, we're going to put in this rewind feature. That's really cool too. And also we have the bonus content. You get stamps for playing each type of game. So you get 30 stamps for playing each game, you get stamps for achievements, all that type of shit. What that gives you is an insight of what Rare looks like people-wise. So they have interviews with the game devs, the directors, all that type of stuff, which is cool, it's interesting. And then also you have little documentaries. It's a lot of fun, it's very interesting, it makes you want to play each of the game to progress the structure of it. Another thing that I found with Rare Replay is the presentation. It looks great when you're scrolling through the menus and stuff. It's so great. They could have just slapped together here's a list, pick a game, but it's so colourful. Every time you click on a game, it has their theme song. It's great. It's wonderful. It looks great.
What's their theme song?
Oh no, theme song.
Sing
Theme
it.
song for a lot of different games. There is a lot of theme songs.
Oh, okay.
I wouldn't be able to memorize. So each game, has their theme, like that. You click on the game and you've got that theme song, which is nice, and also the care put into this bundle. They could have just used an emulator to put these games onto a disc, but they didn't.
Yeah.
They've improved it. They've added that rewind feature. They've gone back and they've improved some of the things. It's all up. Rare Replay is the best bundle because it has all of those choices. You've got a very different variety of games with each one that you've got. You've got very solid games and very games, which is fine because it's the evolution of what Rare is, which is now just Connect games. Yeah, so that's my choice. Rare Replay. I can't find a better gaming bundle than this. Sam, what do you got?
Oh yes, I can think of a better gaming bundle because I have it right here, and it's not a good bundle at all.
It's not a good bundle.
That's why I chose it because it's so funny that they'd make it. It's in my eyes, it is the best bundle.
Okay.
Because it's the worst bundle.
Sure, go ahead.
Okay. So Monster Hunter.
Oh my god.
Dual Pack. For PSP.
Oh, PSP.
Yeah.
Ugh.
It contains Monster Hunter Freedom 2 and Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, which
Freedom.
are both really good games,
Really good games.
but together, really bad.
Why is that?
Why? Because Monster Hunter Freedom Unite is basically the sequel to Monster Hunter Freedom 2,
Okay.
and Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, what Monster Hunter games, the Monster Hunter series does is they'll have a game and then they'll be like, okay, we're going to make a sequel to this game, and they'll be like, so Monster Hunter, say they would have Monster Hunter 1, then they'll have, Monster Hunter 1 G, so they'll be, so they'll just basically have like expansion, like added weapons, added armors, added monsters, just everything about it, just added areas.
Okay.
And so what they did with Monster Hunter Freedom 2 is Freedom Unite. What they did with Freedom Unite, they just they did exactly that. They added extra bosses, extra maps, extra everything.
Okay. Why is this bad though? Why is it sounds great? Like
because they have a bundle with the game.
Okay.
That is it's not an expansion, but it can be considered as an expansion. So if imagine you have let's say Assassin's Creed.
Okay.
And then Ubisoft is like, you know what? We're going to add a bunch of DLC expansions. But in order to get those DLC expansions, I don't have a problem with this. But in order to get this DLC expansions, you need to buy the game again. Now, I don't have a problem with this.
Oh, that's like Destiny. It's like what Destiny's doing. They have that expansion, but you got to buy the game again.
Oh, do
Is
they?
that yeah, it's Taken King or
So,
something.
I don't have a problem with that since Monster Hunter games, the Monster Hunter PSP games are so cheap.
Okay.
But,
let's say like $14.
yeah, $15
Wow, that is cheap.
for that bundle.
Okay.
But the problem is, you have the original game and the expansion game
Okay.
together as a bundle.
Hmm?
What's the point?
What's the point?
Yeah.
Ah, I mean, but is there any good? So the games are great. Is that
The games are great.
both of the games are great?
Yeah.
Is that why you chose the bundle because the games are great?
Yes,
Okay.
and because it's a weird bundle to have.
It's
I
a
just
weird
had
bundle.
to have it.
Okay.
Because it's just a fun bundle. Because, yeah, I just don't see the point in having Monster Hunter Freedom 2 with Freedom Unite.
Okay.
And, yeah, so Monster Hunter Freedom Unite has included, and not just these, notes.
You got a lot of notes.
Yeah. Added features include, and not only include, online mode if you pick it up to a PS3, new monsters and added monster moves, some new and old areas,
Okay.
added endgame missions, new armors, new weapons, and the ability to change the color of your armor. So it doesn't sound like much, but being someone who has played a Monster Hunter game and then Monster Hunter sequel that has the added stuff, it does add a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But there's really no point in having a bundle when the game basically Monster Hunter Freedom 2. Okay, so you play it.
Okay.
And then, let's say you want to play Freedom 2 first. You'll play it. You get to a high level. It's like, okay, I've beaten the game. Let's say, and then you can't really beat the game. But yeah, let's say you've beaten the game, and then you want to play Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. And then you're like, oh, I've beaten the game, and let's play it again. You play it, the story and everything is exactly the same, and then, there's no point, because you're like, okay, the story's exactly the same. But, so what you can do, though, is you can
So, let me get this. So, what you're saying is, correct me, the game, so there's two games, but one of them is more of an expansion than a game.
Yeah.
So, pretty much you're playing... You finish the first game, you go into the second game. The second game's exactly the same, just with a little bit more.
A lot of extra stuff, yeah.
Wow, that is really really.
Yeah, I don't mind it because they do add a lot of stuff.
Okay.
But there's I don't see why it's a bundle.
Okay. Is that all?
Let me see. Well, it's not really too bad because it's only $50. But still,
that's a good price. Like,
it's a pretty good price.
I mean, we're looking at the reviews on the screen now. 8 out of 10 on IGN, 4 out of 5 on Metacritic, and 5 out of 5 on Touch Arcade for the Freedom Unite game. So that's $15. You're getting a pretty good. You're getting a good game.
Yeah, and it's on PSP. Like that's pretty cheap console. Like I bought it. I just decided out of the blue when I was in Japan to just buy because I bought.
And you had fun with it?
Yeah,
okay.
I bought Portable Third, Monster Hunter Portable Third, which is only in Japan, and I was like, you know what, might as well buy a new PSP. Bought a new PSP, only cost me like $80. It's like $60 to $80. It's pretty cheap.
Okay.
And yeah.
So that's all you got to say about Monster Hunter?
Yeah.
It sounds like a really weird bundle, but yeah.
It is really, I don't understand.
Bailey, do you have a favorite bundle? You got a favorite? Master Chief. I was going to go. In all honesty, I thought you were going to go with the orange box. So I was like, okay, what is better than the orange box? So I went to replay. Orange box, just point out, that's a great bundle, right? We can all agree. Orange box.
I've never had it. What's in it?
Orange box, right? I've said orange box. It is the orange box.
Yeah, what is in it?
Wow, it's Portal, TF2, Half-Life 2, Episode 1 and 2, you know.
I wish I said that.
It's a great bundle.
It's a good bundle, but they brought it onto the console, and those Valve games, they are not.
Yeah, but they do have that bundle on PC then.
Yeah, but the bundle's good on PC, but not on Xbox.
Okay. Alright. Well, okay, so pretty much our choices are fair because we've been talking about the console versions. Good choice. That's really interesting.
It just makes me laugh.
Yeah, both good bundles, I guess. Yeah. Alright, so that's topic 2 done. Anything you want to clean up or anything, Bailey? That's all good? Okay. Topic 3 we're moving on to. Now, you're going to start this topic. Speak Fantastic Four, okay? Fantastic Four, the new one, has come out, let's say, a week or two ago. And it's not getting good reviews. It's not pretty. It's a mess. I've seen it myself. The start of the movie, it's great, and then it just. So it raised the question of what is the worst movie reboot. So we're going to start with you, Sam. Now you.
Yeah, I was so stuck with this topic.
Okay.
I was absolutely stuck. I had no idea what I should choose. So I just went ahead and chose Clash of the Titans, mainly because I have no idea what was going on in that story, at all, and it was just all CGI massacre. I'm not going to talk much about it, but there's CGI massacre, just CGI everywhere, and I reckon actors, you might agree with me on this, actors need props, need places,
and
if it's just
the cast for that movie, man. If you put Sam Worthington in something, it's
if you have just CGI, then there's nothing to act with.
And the CGI isn't good. That's the thing. It's not good.
It's what happened with Star Wars. They had just CGI everything, and then it was terrible.
And
That's all I say, really.
That's a fair argument by itself. Clash of the Titans. I haven't seen it since it came out, so I was like 10, but I still didn't like it. It was horrible. My topic, obviously, I focused a lot more on this than Sam did. You focused a lot on the Nintendo one, a lot more than I did. So my choice is Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Oh my god! I put down in my notes, what the fuck isn't wrong with this piece of shit?
Yeah, I saw that. I was looking down. I was like, that's a good idea. Why didn't I do that?
It's a mess. It really is. Okay, so we're going to start off with one of the big faults of this movie. It's Johnny Depp. Johnny Depp, man.
Creepy as fuck.
One, he's miscast. He's done so many of those batshit, crazy roles. Like, fucking I'm insane. My brain's scrambled. I mean, it's great now because he's got a movie coming out that looks normal. But his performance in this movie was terrible. Also, man, he felt really Michael Jackson-y, like, in this movie. Like, he was trying to be Michael Jackson, but the bad stuff that comes with the name Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson, they always say stuff about, pedophile, kid snatcher, whatever. And Johnny Depp in this movie does that type of shit. He gives off that vibe that it's like, yeah, man, you're creepy.
He was so creepy.
I'd be like, keep my kids away from this psycho creep. I hate it. I cannot stand it. Okay, so Johnny Depp, obviously biggest miscasting.
Yes.
I could not believe it. The songs. Now, the Oompa Loompas in the old Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory, they had their song, the Oompa Loompa doo-doo-dee-doo. And that's all I know. We're going to cut it there. That was good, I like that. But,
fucking these songs.
But that was fine, because it was that one song, and it was catchy, and it didn't rely on all those big music in the background. But the songs that the Oompa Loompas did in this movie are atrocious. They tried modernizing it, and they tried like a different type of genre of music per song, and it just did not work. It was not only the fact that the Oompa Loompas were played by the same guy, Deep Roy, on the screen.
Was it? Oh.
One guy, and he played all of these Oompa Loompas, and the Oompa Loompas, man, they're not good. Like, they're not even. Oh, man,
this looks so weird.
I don't even want to talk about the Oompa Loompas anymore. Okay. So, another thing, the reason why I chose this movie is because it didn't capture that wonder of the first movie, the original.
Oh, definitely, yeah.
The first Willy Wonka movie, you walk into that chocolate factory and you're like, oh my god, you can lick shit off the walls?
Yeah.
You can eat stuff off trees? Like, whoa, that's amazing. In this movie, it's like, you can pretend to eat this CGI looking bullshit. Yeah, I mean, it didn't capture that, like, wonder and exploration, like, wow, this place is amazing, I want to go there. No, it didn't. This movie did not give that vibe at all. It was kind of like, this place really should have kept itself shut. Like, should have opened its doors. It was ridiculous. And another reason why this movie is fucking terrible, it gave Willy Wonka a backstory.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say this if you didn't. Like, fucking hell, why did you give him a backstory?
Excuse me.
It was the worst backstory.
I'm sorry, I just wanted Willy Wonka to be cutting down trees and shit, finding an Oompa Loompa village,
that sounds fun.
Getting fucking tormented by his dad. That happens to be a dentist.
That dad's story. What's with the chocolate story with the prince or something, and then the chocolate.
Yeah, what the hell? What the hell was with that?
Yeah,
why would they add that in there?
It
had no point at all. Giving Willy Wonka a backstory when the movie's called Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, you want to be focusing a lot more on Charlie than you do on Willy Wonka. Willy Wonka's that side character that if you have enough screen time on, you're kind of going to be like, eh. That's why in the first original movie, Willy Wonka isn't the star of that movie. He appears, he goes away, it focuses on Charlie, it comes back to Willy Wonka, and you're like, okay, I like that. But this, it's forcing you Johnny Depp, it's forcing you that Willy Wonka, it's forcing you that backstory, and it just doesn't work. It's
so bad.
I mean, it just dragged on the movie, it made it even more boring than it already was, which brings me to my next point. Charlie's boring, okay? Charlie is the most one-dimensional character in this movie. He's always... Okay, I'm going to sound like a douche here, but... Come on, do something else other than thinking of other people. Seriously. Every time, like, oh, I can't eat this chocolate, you need to eat the chocolate. I don't want this ticket, you deserve to go. No!
Fair, he was like that in the first movie, though.
But... Okay, but the first movie, at least he was interesting.
He was very interesting.
At least he had a different side to him other than, oh, I gotta... Charlie, he was just boring, he's very one-dimensional. I didn't care about Charlie. I don't think... When I think of Willy Wonka in the Chocolate Factory, I think of, obviously, Willy Wonka, but then also Charlie, okay? This movie, I just think of, okay, it's Johnny Depp with makeup on, okay? But yeah, Charlie, look at that face there, okay? Can we bring that up on the screen? For Christ's sake, that's... How boring does he look? It's so uncolourful, he's just pale, wearing those boring-ass clothes. I don't like that. And, okay, one of the biggest points that I have to make, and this refers right back to Johnny Depp, is it tries to have that quirky humour, but it comes off as just awkward.
Oh, yes.
Okay?
He's so creepy.
So... He's just trying all of these things. He's trying to make jokes at the kid. He's trying to, like, roast them, pretty much. But it just comes off as, shut the fuck up.
I was about to say, just
like,
shut the fuck up.
Who are you to say that to that kid? Like, come on, get your life together first. I mean, it's awkward comedy. It doesn't work. I mean, yeah, it's not quirky. It's just weird. It's creepy. It's got that vibe to it. So... definitely, this has got to be the worst movie reboot.
Yeah, definitely. Like, fuck Clash of Titans. This
You're agreeing with me?
Yeah,
we're going to shake on this. Do you agree? Okay.
I watched this recently. I can't believe this didn't come up in my mind. And like at the so in Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, the first one, you know how he has the everlasting gobstopper thing. Yeah. He's like he has the everlasting gobstopper, and this dude's like, hey, if you give me that, I'll make your family really, really rich. And, like, Charlie, he does something bad. In this movie, he doesn't even do anything bad at all.
It makes him just like, oh, you're the goody two-shoes little prick in this place. Yeah. But in the other movies, you're like, oh, he can do something wrong.
Yeah, and, like, he did something wrong. And then, Willy Wonka's like, no, fuck you.
You seeing that? Look at that gobstopper.
Yeah, so, like, Willy Wonka's like, fuck you. You're not getting my factory. You did something bad. Oh, yeah, and there's the evil dude.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, you're not getting this bloody factory from me. You're evil. Fuck you. And then Charlie's like walking off, and he's like, I need to get that gobstopper back. He pulls it out of his pocket, he puts it on the table, and he walks away.
I mean,
like a champ.
I mean, and that's character building. You're like, okay, so you are a good kid. This movie is just like the filmmakers were just saying, look, Charlie's good. Look at this. Look at this. He ain't doing nothing wrong. He's gonna just stroll on through this without doing anything wrong. That's not human. We all fuck up. Okay? Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. Bailey, do you have anything to say? No? Do you agree? Did you see Charlie and the Chocolate Factory?
No, I've never seen it.
Then good.
I don't recommend watching that. Alright, Man, that was... Whoa. Okay, from moving on now to something really bad to something really great. Ant-Man, okay? Ant-Man's been out for a few weeks. It's doing good at the cinema. It's getting good reviews. I was really surprised by it. I thought, it's not going to be that
I
great.
didn't expect it.
It was really cool. I loved the way that they used him. And it concluded Marvel's Phase 2 in his cinematic universe. So it brought up the question, what is the best Marvel Cinematic Universe Phase 2 movie? So I'm going to start, and I'm going to say, hands down, it's Captain America: The Winter Soldier. Okay. Right? Okay. Do you have a different opinion?
I didn't hate it. I don't know. Captain America fan at all.
Okay, well, this is my first point. You don't like Captain America? This movie made Captain America awesome.
It kind of
right? I watched the first Avenger, I was like, okay, it's a dude that throws shields and deflects bullets, that's cool.
Yeah,
I watched the Avengers and I was like, okay, he's jumping off a truck, that's cool. He's fighting guys with his shield.
Yeah, and I had to stop watching that movie because I was so bored.
Which one, the first
The
Avenger?
first one.
And then this movie came along and you were like, wow, this guy can kick ass and he looks cool doing it. That was one of the biggest, it's one of the strongest things that I can make about this movie is that it made Captain America really cool. And then in the Avengers Age of Ultron, you were like, yes, Captain America's in this, it's really great. The action. You can't talk about Captain America the Winter Soldier without talking about the action in this movie. The action was so intense and exciting. The hand-to-hand combat was it was awesome. So, which is really, really cool because, you get to a point in superhero movies where we're going to get to a point where movies are just going to be guys punching, explosions happening, gun firing, and you get used to that. But with Captain America the Winter Soldier, it brought back that hand-to-hand combat, and it brought that new type of action to the cinematic universe, which it really needed, which was really cool. It also, the vibe that it had, the spy espionage vibe to Winter Soldier. I like that. It wasn't just a superhero movie, I gotta stop the bad guy. No, it was, okay, there's something going on within, okay, spoilers. If you haven't seen Winter Soldier, you can go and see it. S.H.I.E.L.D. There's something going on in S.H.I.E.L.D. and it's not right.
Yeah.
And that's cool. It's a cool aspect of that because all this time, from Phase 1 and up until that point in Phase 2, you're like, S.H.I.E.L.D's cool. S.H.I.E.L.D's under control. S.H.I.E.L.D. knows what they're doing. This movie's like, no, S.H.I.E.L.D., there is some fucking bad people in S.H.I.E.L.D. And that's really cool. The story, man, in Winter Soldier, it was great. The way that they handled that spy espionage vibe was great, and it tied in so well with the story. It was almost like a sequel to the Avengers, but it had those things that first Captain America had. Like it kind of had. It followed some arcs that weren't finished in that movie, which was cool. So it was a sequel for not only First Avenger but also the Avengers, which I like. Okay. The Winter Soldier, it's the name of the villain, also the name of the movie. He was cool, right? You can agree with me?
Yeah, he was pretty awesome.
He was awesome when he was on screen and blowing shit up, and when he caught Captain America's shield, that was, oh my god, stand back, guys. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was pretty badass, man.
So the Winter Soldier was awesome. I wish they had more screen time there.
Definitely, yeah.
More awesome. Yeah, man. And just the fact that he ties into Captain America being Bucky Barnes, you're like, man, because you can tell that Captain America needs to stop this Winter Soldier, but he's not going to kill him, and he's not going to hurt him enough. So you've got that interesting relationship with them, that one of them wants to absolutely destroy the other one. One of them just wants to go, knock him to the ground. Yeah. That's all. It's got Falcon in it.
Falcon, yes.
I like Falcon. He's cool. I like him. Hopefully they do something with him in regards to Captain America, like him being Captain America, which has happened in the comics. That would be cool. Could you imagine Falcon in red, blue, and white, flying around with a shield?
No, that ruins him.
That ruins him?
Yes.
Okay, well, that's why we have our own opinions. And one of the biggest things about this movie, could you just come in here? I've got to whisper something to you. Hail Hydra! Hail fucking Hydra. God damn it. I mean, this... Okay, so we were talking about its twists and how S.H.I.E.L.D., it changed the way how we thought of S.H.I.E.L.D. Hydra. I did not expect that. When they whispered Hail Hydra, and I knew that they were S.H.I.E.L.D. people, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah, it's like, what?
And then it turns out that S.H.I.E.L.D. is Hydra. It was one of the most rewarding twists that I've seen of that year, which was, I think, 2014. Man, it just gave me that impression. I walked out of that movie going, fuck. It changed the cinematic universe, which is my next point. having S.H.I.E.L.D. be Hydra, that changed everything from that point on. After Winter Soldier, S.H.I.E.L.D's gone. Like, S.H.I.E.L.D's not going to be the same. And I like how in Age of Ultron, where at the very end you kind of see what S.H.I.E.L.D. really is, which is just helping people, which, like, it ties into the Avengers where, S.H.I.E.L.D. kind of comes off as, they're hiding secrets, all that type of stuff. And then you see in Winter Soldier, so those were the people that were hiding the secrets, fucking Hydra, which was really well done.
Yeah.
So Winter Soldier, I gotta say that's the best cinematic universe Phase 2 movie. I mean, you tell me how you can top Winter Soldier. I'm just gonna sit here and I'm gonna try.
Guardians of the Galaxy.
Okay. Alright, go.
Mainly, well, the reason I put this on is because I watch it. Like, I see it on Netflix and I'm like, Guardians of the Galaxy. I might watch that for, like, the 10th time. Yeah, I just watch it over and over again. Like, it's probably my personal preference at most, but, like, what puts it on for me as the best one is that it appealed to everyone. Like, I was in the cinema and there was a child. He's just like, not child. Sorry, there were children, like young little children. Yeah. You know, with their obnoxious laughing. And so, like that scene where they're escaping from the prison.
Oh, yeah.
Rocket Raccoon. He's like he pleases children.
He does.
Yeah. So like, I'm not on the table. Whoops.
That's alright.
So, and that bit where he's like, hand me the gun. He's like, I'll hand you the gun.
Oh yeah.
And then he's just like, oh, yeah. It wasn't that funny. But I didn't find that bit funny. I found a lot of bits in the movie funny.
Yeah.
But I didn't find that funny. But every child in the cinemas just started bursting out laughing.
Yeah. Okay.
Like, and so it just has that. It just makes like anyone who's not anyone, but you know.
Yeah.
It has such a wide audience. Like even my dad liked it
because it's strange and yeah. Okay. I don't get me wrong. I love Guardians of the Galaxy, but. The thing was, like, if Guardians of the Galaxy failed, Marvel would just say, okay, let's not make those unknown characters and those weird types, comic books into movies. What Winter Soldier had relying on it was, look, if we have another Captain America movie that's like the first Avenger where he just doesn't live up and he's not cool, it's going to destroy the character, and then people aren't going to be excited for Age of Ultron and Civil War because it needed to be perfect. It needed to make Captain America awesome. But Guardians, do you have anything else? There's got to be tons more you got to say.
Yeah, I have more. And I lost my train of thought.
Okay. Hold on. That's why we have notes.
The plot was straightforward.
Yeah.
Yeah, save. Mercenary dudes want to capture a guy, and who's got a lot of money. They team up. Another woman wants what are they called again? I've lost.
Infinity Stones.
Yeah, Infinity Stone. The girl wants the Infinity Stone. They end up teaming up in prison. And then there's that Drax, I think his name was.
Yep, Drax.
Yeah, Drax. He wants to kill. What's his name?
I
forgot everyone's
Gamora.
name.
Okay, so you got Star-Lord, Gamora, Drax, Rocket.
Yeah, he wants to kill Gamora, but he wants to kill Gamora because he wants to kill the big boss.
Oh, yeah, the big boss,
yeah.
Big Thanos boss.
And so it's really straightforward plot, and I just think it appeals to a big audience because children can follow along, adults can laugh and have a good time, and it's really good.
Okay, I'm going to say what I like about Guardians, because I agree. If Captain America didn't happen, Guardians definitely would be my pick. Guardians is second on my favourite Phase 2 movies. It goes Captain America, then Guardians, okay? It's a great movie. What I like about Guardians is it's colourful. It's bright, it's cartoony, it's not taking itself so seriously, which is what we're used to having all the time. Think of Fantastic Four, for example, the new one. So fucking serious. It is too serious that you're like, you forget that it's based on a comic book about guys that get these weird superpowers that one of them turns into fire and one stretches, and they go around in different dimensions having fun and just doing all this crazy shit. What Guardians did is made it goofy and made it funny and made it colourful, sort of, like you said, it appealed to everyone, which is really smart. And I like that. And I had another point about Guardians.
I had another point too that I remembered.
Maybe,
Fuck, I forgot again.
Maybe.
No, I got it. Okay, so when I saw the trailer,
Okay.
I hated the trailer. I was like,
Hated the
this
trailer.
looks so bad. I'm not going to see this movie ever.
Okay.
Then it came out, and I was like, yeah, I want to see it. I want to see it. It looks kind of good, and so I figured, yeah, I'm going to go see it.
Okay.
I loved it because I didn't expect it to be good.
Yeah, it was arguably Marvel's biggest risk movie.
Yeah.
People say the Avengers is a big risk. That's true. Guardians of the Galaxy, at least people know who the Avengers are.
Yeah, see, the Avengers...
They're going to
is
fill
basically-
seats.
Yeah, the Avengers is basically all of the people together, yeah.
The Avengers is... People know who the Avengers are, so that's going to get a lot... That's why it's one of the highest grossing movies of all time. Because people know the Avengers is going to fill up seats. Guardians of the Galaxy, I love how no one knew it was. I had no clue what the hell Guardians of the Galaxy was. I looked it up, I was like, raccoon, and
Yeah.
why is there a
I
green
was like,
chick?
this looks so bad.
And how they handled each character and their relationship with each other, it was really well done, and it just made the whole movie, and it did fill seats because it spread like wildfire. People went, you gotta see Guardians of the Galaxy, it's funny, it's got action, it's goofy, it's great. And that's one of the biggest strengths I've got to give to it, is it surprised everyone. It jumped out and it said to people, guys, we know what we're doing here, so don't tell us what we can and can't do. We are Marvel, we do what we want.
Yeah, Marvel's just taken over the cinema.
But in terms of enjoyment and the impact on me, I gotta say Winter Soldier. But I really love Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yes.
That all you gotta say about Guardians?
That's all I've got to say, yeah.
Do you have anything? No? Okay. Yeah, Winter Soldier, man, all the way. Okay, so on to our fifth and final topic. They're going pretty strong.
Yeah,
It's good for a first. Okay, so Phase 2 has just finished with Ant-Man, and now we're entering Phase 3, starting with Captain America: Civil War in 2016. But they've already announced every movie that's coming out in Phase 3. So you had the idea, it was a great topic, pitch Marvel's next unannounced movie that would be in the cinematic universe. So we're going to start with you.
Okay, yeah. See,
What the hell is that?
I did have the great idea to pick it, but I didn't have a good idea.
Okay,
I just thought, worst... I was thinking, hang on, can I make a good movie out of a bad character? No, I couldn't.
no, you couldn't.
But
Okay.
I gave it a try,
Okay.
and I thought, I googled worst Marvel characters ever,
Okay.
and it came up, I found two websites that come up with Squirrel Girl.
Squirrel Girl.
So her superpowers, I didn't really get much from her, but apparently her superpowers are squirrel related.
She eats acorns.
Yeah, probably. But yeah, she can control squirrels.
Control Are you serious? So it's like an Ant-Man with
I think
squirrels?
she can control squirrels.
Oh
There's a
my
scene.
God.
Okay. So my idea was the first part. She's 14.
She's
It'll
14.
be, you know when in movies it will have like a bit where they're young and then it will cut to them
Oh.
when they're older. That's what I was thinking of doing. So she's 14, and this happens in the comics.
Okay.
She's 14. She confronts Iron Man in a forest, and she's like, "Oh, Iron Man, I gotta be your sidekick. Let me be your sidekick."
She's got that obsessive
Yeah.
thing, does she?
Yeah, apparently she was bullied in high school.
Oh,
That's just
fuck. She's hanging around with squirrels.
So yeah, she's like, Iron Man, I want to be your sidekick, and Iron Man's like, fuck off. I work alone, and then Doctor Doom comes and he's like, Iron Man, I'm after you, and Squirrel Girl's like, no, fuck you, squirrels attack, and then goes to town with Doctor Doom with squirrels. So in the movie, I'll have like squirrels just attacking Doctor Doom, like in whatever.
Hopefully not the Fantastic.
Not the Fantastic Four, just Doctor Doom.
Okay.
And maybe different Doctor Doom.
Yeah.
Yeah, it will have like somehow get the rights to Doctor Doom.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Like what they did with Scarlet Witch and the other dude.
Yeah, but this is just based on what character should we see. It doesn't really matter. We're not talking, the nitty gritty of it all. Yes.
Okay, right. So, and then 4 years later, it cuts to her joining the Great Lakes Avengers.
The Great Lakes Avengers. What is that? Could you search that?
I think it's basically. I didn't really have time to research it, but it's basically an alternate Avengers.
Yeah, they have all of those.
And
okay.
Yeah, so this is Great Lakes.
Okay, so it has Deadpool in it.
Yep.
Okay. Wow. Okay. Yeah. So she joined. Is that her there? Is that her?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. So she's joined. Okay, so that could spawn like a new Avengers after Infinity War. That's
Deadpool
good.
After Deadpool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, that's cool.
She meets her sidekick, Monkey Joe, which is a squirrel.
Wait, her sidekick is Monkey Joe, and he's a squirrel, not a monkey.
Not a monkey. Maybe we can, Bailey, can we get a picture of Monkey Joe?
We have a Monkey Joe pic. Okay, so Monkey Joe.
I briefly looked over and I just typed up Google Images, but basically, all he is a squirrel.
Oh my god,
him.
no.
That's not him.
Oh boy. I certainly hope not.
Yeah, I hope not Squirrel Girl. Yeah, do it.
Okay.
That's Monkey Joe.
Oh my god.
He looks like Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh man, I don't know how you're going to make a good movie out of this.
You
had me on board and I was like, okay.
I probably won't.
And then this prick here, okay.
Yeah, I probably won't. I don't know. It'll probably be like, I'll probably make it a G rating.
Okay. No, that's fair.
Yeah,
okay.
Because there's got Deadpool coming out, and that's MA, and that appeals to older audience.
And then she's joining a team.
Yeah, with Deadpool. Yeah, no,
she's gonna be like, "Hey, how are you? Fuck off."
Yes. Maybe I might make her that annoying character.
Oh,
but that probably won't. That probably won't work.
Please, let's not.
Yeah, like Jar Jar Binks.
Oh god.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah. So what happens is I'll just keep now. I'll get a photo.
Oh my god.
Introduces Leather Boy, which I was hoping to make the main villain.
Are you? Excuse me? Leather Boy?
Maybe you shouldn't make this a G movie.
Okay, what? Sure.
Yeah, he disguises himself as... No, that happens later in the movie. So, Leather Boy, basically, he's not a superhero, he has no superpowers at all. But
he is a sex slave.
He's basically like so this is the funniest thing about I laugh so hard.
Okay.
He discovers the Great Lakes Avengers by seeing this ad, and it says that heroes wanted or something. I don't know.
Okay.
Probably not.
For hire,
whatever. And then he mistakes it for a S&M group.
What's that?
A group that's into. I briefly googled it, but it's a group that's into BDSM, which is bondage shit. Basically, what he's wearing.
Okay, yeah, all right. So he gets
He mistook it. He joins it anyway. He gets kicked out, and he takes revenge, and he disguises himself as Doctor Doom and kills Squirrel Girl's sidekick.
Well, that's cool. That should have done that in Star Wars.
Should have killed Squirrel Girl.
Yep. Well. Killed the stupid fucking side.
Yeah, I was thinking of tempted to make Leather Boy the movie based on Leather Boy, just because.
I think that would exist somewhere. Trust me, you do a quick Google search.
Just because he's so weird.
Yeah.
And like I chose Squirrel Girl because I thought it'd be funny to mention on the podcast.
Okay.
And maybe a fight scene between Squirrel Girl and then sidekick.
A lot of chains and whips.
Yep, I'm thinking Squirrel Girl should have this really high-pitched, annoying voice. Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So is that your idea?
It will be the best movie ever.
Okay, I'm gonna disagree with you so much. I'm
being sarcastic, of course.
Okay, you tried to make something good out of something really shitty. I'm trying to make something great out of something great. Let's enter Moon Knight. So Moon Knight, his alter ego, or his just human person. identity. That's what I'm thinking of. Had a mental blank there. Mark Spector is his name. And I read a few things about Moon Knight and what type of character he is, and I think the person that should play Mark Spector in this movie, aka Moon Knight, is Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead. Daryl, you would know him as from The Walking Dead.
I've seen the first season. So.
Okay. Yeah, I've never watched The Walking Dead, obviously, but I was looking and I was like, okay, this guy matches the description. So Norman Reedus, I think it should fit in quite nicely. Now, I couldn't dumb down the origin of Moon Knight, so pretty much this is an origin story.
Alright.
Okay, half origin story, half him actually doing shit. Okay, so what we have is, while working for the African mercenary Raoul Bushman in Egypt.
Gee, that looks really cool.
So Mark Spector is working for this guy in Egypt. He's a mercenary. So Moon Knight is... Mark Spector is a mercenary, military type guy. So the mercenary group stumbles upon an archaeological dig whose crew includes Dr. Peter... I'm not going to even say his last name. I'm just going to call him Dr. Peter. And his daughter Marlene. The dig had uncovered an ancient temple where artifacts included the statue of the Egyptian moon god Khonshu. Intent on looting the dig, Bushman kills Dr. Peter. In response to that death, Mark Spector, challenges Bushman to personal combat and defeats Bushman, but is left to die in sub-zero temperatures of the desert night. So we can just start that off. It's kind of interesting. It's mentor versus trainee type thing. So he's roaming Egyptians who worship the ancient Egyptian gods find Mark Spector and carry him out to their temple. Helpless before the statue of Khonshu, Spector's heart stops, so he dies. Khonshu appears to him in a vision, offering Spector a second chance at life if he becomes the god's avatar on Earth. So if he becomes a god. Mark awakens, wraps himself with this silver type costume, I'm going to say, and he goes back and he finds Bushman again. Once again, Bushman is his leader of the mercenary group. He defeats Bushman and returns to America, where Dr. Peter's daughter Marlene is, there. So I'm guessing she's a love interest. Deciding to become a crime fighter, Mark Spector creates a silver-cloaked costume based on what he was wearing in the desert and becomes the Moon Knight.
It sounds like Batman a bit.
Okay, yes, it sounds a lot
but
like
it sounds
Batman.
a lot better than Batman.
I mean, one of the biggest points I want to make here is Marvel needs a Batman type. Not Batman. Yeah. We just don't want to throw in a character just for the sake of we need a Batman in this. But they need that watchful protector character in the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
Yes.
They need that guy that's up on the rooftops, watching down on crimes on the street, hiding in the dark. They need a character like that. Because, all the characters, they show themselves. Everyone knows who Iron Man is. Everyone knows it's Tony Stark.
Spider-Man.
Yeah, but Spider-Man isn't in here yet. And everyone knows who Captain America is. They just go, oh, it's Steve Rogers. A lot of people would know who the Hulk is. All of that. Everyone knows their identities. Let's have a character that is trying to hide his identity and just hides up in the shadows. Let's have that. And, okay, so I've added a little bit after this. So what I got this information from was one of a reboot of his original comic book. But what I want to happen is that we go all the way... When he comes back to America, it's going to base inspiration off of the first comic book, which Moon Knight is hunting a guy that turns into a werewolf, okay? So he gets back and he's all trained up, he's the Moon Knight, he's looking around, petty crime, all of that. All of a sudden this werewolf appears, right? And this werewolf's got to be stopped, because God knows what's going to happen if someone captures him. They're going to use him as a weapon, all this type of stuff. So it turns into a cat and mouse type thing. Moon Knight's trying to hunt down the werewolf, but also trying to stay out of sight, because if the werewolf sees him, he's going to get ripped to shreds. So it's going to have that interesting type thing to it, because I want to add also that the werewolf, I want him to be likable. I want the werewolf to have great character development. So you don't want Moon Knight to just catch him and put him in, but you understand why he'd do that. So you don't know which side you're on. You know that Moon Knight's doing the right thing, but they should just leave the werewolf alone. I reckon that's a cool aspect of the movie. The first half's kind of him becoming Moon Knight and, dying and all that. Yeah, that pretty intense scene there. But then, why don't we have Bushman come back and try and use the werewolf as a weapon?
Oh, that sounds awesome.
Okay, so, and I'm thinking, during the end of the movie, they get hands on that werewolf, and Bushman extracts his blood, killing him, and injects it into his own. And he turns into this mutated, bloody, just atrocity that Moon Knight has to take down. I think that could work really well as a movie. I mean, yeah. I don't know how he's going to fit into the Avengers, but he is a part of the group called the Defenders, which Daredevil's a part of, Jessica Jones, which Luke Cage, Iron Fist, all of that, which they're making Netflix shows on. Yeah. So more or less, we're going to see Moon Knight soon. I can guarantee it. We're going to see Moon Knight.
He sounds like the best Marvel character.
We're going to see him in a Netflix show sooner or later, but let's give him his own movie, let's give him his own origin, and let's throw him into the Marvel Cinematic Universe. He doesn't necessarily have to join the Avengers, okay? I don't necessarily want him to join the Avengers, but just have him in there as that guy that kind of... Avengers are doing all this type of stuff, dealing with world-ending scenarios. Let's have Moon Knight take care of, little crimes, little things. Which I think Ant-Man did really great. Ant-Man, it wasn't an end-of-the-world thing. It was more contained, which is why it was so successful. So yeah, that's my choice.
Yeah, it sounds pretty awesome.
Yeah, I mean, just a quick idea. So yeah, that concludes it, pretty much. That's all 5 topics, so...
It's just over an hour long, I believe.
Yeah, well, it had to be as long as it needed to be. Great topics, great answers. I want to thank you guys for watching so much. I know it might not seem the best. Bear with us, We're going to try and improve. We're going to improve each episode, gain more confidence.
Yeah, sorry if the audio is shit.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Before we go, I want to thank Bailey for looking up shit for us and, running this thing. It means a lot to us. Thank you so much, Bailey. Sam, thank you for coming on. Yep. Yeah, great fun talking with you. We'll be back next week. We don't know when we're uploading, but hopefully soon. Thanks, Sam, for coming on. You had some great stuff. Thank you guys for watching. If you like this, please subscribe and comment what topics you want to see. We want you guys to get involved with this podcast. We want you to suggest topics.
Yeah, we're stuck for suggestions, really.
We want you... We want to talk about what you want, that's what we want. So if you could comment down below anything that you want to see as a topic, please do. We will get straight onto that. Thank you, Sam, once again.
Yep,
thank you, Bailey. Thank you, guys. We'll see you next time. Have a good one.